Hi from Speak More Clearly. Great to see you here. There are lots of different aspects to English communication skills, and some of them have come to be known as soft skills. Soft skills can be defined as interpersonal skills that you use when you work and interact with others. Part of them are the social skills. These skills are important because you need these skills as well as your professional technical skills to be able to interact and communicate at work socially. These skills support you to fit in and to be able to move ahead in your career. According to Forbes, 94% of recruiters believe that top-notch soft skills outweigh experience when it comes to promotion to leadership positions. They're an important part of getting a job and essential for career growth. There are many soft skills, but I want to talk about 8 particular important skills. The first soft skill employers look for is to speak clearly. Now, this is sort of an obvious one, but some people don't realize how important this is. They learn lots of English, but they don't realize they have to speak clearly as well. If you want to get ahead and fit in at work, it's important to speak English clearly. If colleagues, employers, and clients and customers have to work hard to understand what you're saying, they become tired and give up or find it frustrating. This gets in the way of clear, open communication. Besides this, it's also very frustrating for you not to be understood by others and not to be able to get your meaning across. As one of our students said, people think less of me, she said this, people think less of me and don't believe I have the skills that they need because I have a heavy accent in English and sometimes people can't understand me. The second soft skill I would like to talk about is greetings. It's important to greet people appropriately and to look at them when you greet them and when they greet you. You need to take the time to do this because it's part of building stronger connections with others at work or on your team. Actually, socially as well. Actually, consciously notice how people greet each other. What words and physical gestures do they use? Learn to use them also. This also includes saying goodbye at the end of the day. The third skill is smile. Make sure you smile at the person you're greeting. This signifies that you're open to their communication and open to interacting with them. The flow and effect of this is that you're open to being part of the team, and as with other skills so far, you have the soft skills to also be a manager, etc. The fourth skill is politeness. As you've probably already noticed, in English communication, it's important to use the common forms of politeness. Please, thank you, would you mind, all of those sorts of things. Even if this is not the way you do it in your native language, if you don't use polite skills, you'll be considered rude and that you don't have the needed people skills. Notice how others respond, ask for something, etc. This includes body language, which is a big part of what we unconsciously pay attention to when interacting with others. Things like how close do people stand, personal distance, what sort of facial expression do they use to convey their meaning, what sort of hand gestures do they use, and so on. This also applies to written communication as well. Use please and thank you. Notice, how do people sign off in their emails? How does the boss sign off as opposed to a colleague? This is really important so people understand that you know how to use these skills. The fifth skill is word stress. If you want others to understand a particular message or instruction, and especially if you're giving a presentation, then work on English word stress. You need to emphasize the words you would like them to pay attention to. Another reason to master this is because certain words said with stress or emphasis and a particular intonation or melody can also convey your intention without you actually explaining your intention. For example, let's take the sentence, I want you to drive. The stressed word following, I'm going to stress different words in that sentence, is written in bold each time, and I'll explain the intention implied. So first off, I want you to drive means I particularly want you to drive. Maybe others don't, but I do. The next one, I want you to drive. It's my wish that you drive, not me. And the next one, I want you to drive. I don't want anyone else here to drive, just you. And the last one, I want you to drive. I don't want you to take the bus or walk. I want you to drive there. So you can hear each word stressed has a different intention. Number 6 is intonation. This element also conveys intent, including social speech intent. For example, if you want to signify that you haven't finished talking and want to keep going, but are pausing for effect or to take a breath, you make your intonation go up, just like I did, to take a breath. Not as much as with a question though. Usually this corresponds to where you would find a comma in written speech. If you have finished saying your piece and are happy to have someone else have a turn, you make your intonation go up for the vowel just before the end of the word and then down at the end. Just like that. Listen to how colleagues use these cues in speech. Attune your ear to it so you can use it also. The 7th soft skill I would like to talk about is ability to listen. Develop active listening to others rather than waiting for your turn to talk. Notice what they're really trying to get across to you, including the emotion behind what they're saying, and respond to that. For example, you might ask your secretary or colleague how some project or piece of work is going. They may say, okay, with a pause, or have a doubtful look on their face. You can notice this and could say, are you sure? You don't look sure about it. Can I help in any way? Or if someone sounds frustrated as they're telling you something rather than offering a solution straight away, you could say, that sounds frustrating. This shows the speaker that you get how they're feeling and will feel or think that you're communicating and connecting with them well. Another aspect of this is following the instructions you're given rather than trying to do something else because you think it's better. If you think it might be better, discuss it first. The person giving the instruction may want you to do it that way for a reason. The last skill is attitude. This again seems obvious, but often this is more important than the actual skills someone may have, because you can always learn new skills. It's important to have the technical appropriate skills for the job, of course. On the other hand, if someone has great technical skills or ability, but isn't interested in being enthusiastic or being friendly or being part of a team or willing to learn, it can mean that an employer will choose someone else with the same skill level who does have a good attitude. Attitude is an important soft skill. Often, these soft skills are underestimated or not thought of as important. When working in English-speaking environments, these skills are equally as important as the technical skills required, and are especially important if you're going for top-level job positions. So pay attention to your soft skills as well. This shows the speaker that you get how they're feeling and will feel or think that you're communicating and connecting with them well. To get more free training videos, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the bell button so you know when there's a new video. Bye for now.